How to get Linux console window width in Python. Is there a way in Python to programmatically determine the width of the console? I mean the number of characters that fits in one line without wrapping, not the pixel width of the window. Edit. Looking for a solution that works on Linux.
Not sure why it is in the module shootil, but it landed there in Python 3.3. C. Querying the size of the output terminal. A low-level implementation is in the OS module. Cross-platform, works under Linux, Mac OS, and Windows, probably other Unix-likes. There's a backport as well, though no longer relevant.
Uses the stty-size command, which according to a thread on the Python mailing list is reasonably universal on Linux. It opens the stty-size command as a file, reads from it, and uses a simple string split to separate the coordinates. Unlike the os.environ, columns, value, which I can't access in spite of using bash as my standard shell, the data will also be up to date, whereas I believe the os.environ, columns, value would only be valid for the time of the launch of the Python interpreter. Suppose the user resized the window since then. See answer by @Gringosuave on how to do this on Python 3.3+.
Use. Edit. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not a Python standard lib one. Here's the source of console.py. I don't know where it's from. The module seems to work like that. It checks if termtap is available when yes. It uses that. If no, it checks whether the terminal supports a special ioctl call, and that does not work too, it checks for the environment variable some shells export for that. This will probably work on Unix only.
Code above didn't return correct result on my Linux because WinZi struct has 4 unsigned shorts, not 2 signed shorts. HP and HP should contain pixel width and height, but don't.
It's either. The shootil function is just a wrapper around OS1 that catches some errors and set up a fallback. However, it has one huge caveat: it breaks when piping, which is a pretty huge deal. To get terminal size when piping, use os.get_terminal_size 0 instead. First argument 0 is an argument indicating that stin file descriptor should be used instead of default stout. We want to use stin because stout detaches itself when it is being piped, which in this case raises an error. I've tried to figure out when would it make sense to use stout instead of stin argument, and have no idea why it's a default here.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.